Hey y'all, it's your girl Nate, and we are back in the neighborhood. Y'all, Ben has made his return, honey. he he done came back sounding like a reformed teenager that done came through and completed scared straight, nigga. Like, bitch, that shit was so unnormal. Like, it wasn't normal, bro. It was cringe. Like, Ben, I think you could be yourself, bro. You ain't gotta do all that, brother. Like, only thing we saying is pay attention to what you saying and pay attention to where you at, nigga. Like, and I think the reason things were a bit awkward ish in my opinion, because I mean there's some people that'll say the vibe was the same, but like the reason I feel like it was different, the atmosphere was different, is because basically he was sober, in my opinion. Now, smoking weed and being drunk are two very different things. And they say he do that other thing, baby. I don't know nothing about that, but you know that I'm sure that adds another, layer to it. But whatever he was had going on today, he was very calm and level headed. You know, and I can get with this version of being, but like he don't have to. I don't feel like he should be that cautious. Like I get that he is trying to take all the necessary precautions to make sure that he don't get himself in no situation. But I just feel like basically like you don't gotta go this hard. You know, as long as you don't be just wishing all types of nefarious things on children and women of any creed, then you'll be okay. You know, the conversation with Conrad and Phantom, or the debate rather, was, interesting. I think that they did a great job in, informing people while educating themselves in the conversation until Phantom, had a moment. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what happened after Phantom left, cause like I was kind of like in the middle of like watching other things, outside of this sector and things like that. Because like y'all, honestly, like I only really tune into like black tea stuff when it's like messy. Yes, I do. I ain't gonna lie. And it really wasn't a messy day, but for the most part, like it was very informative, which I never, I never, talk bad about a informative day, bitch, because it's a productive day in my opinion. But it did get a little interesting towards the end, or in the middle end, because I ain't gonna lie, they was there for a long time. I was in and out, but I did see Lucky. She got up there and she was just happy that Ben was back, which I mean we all are. Let's all just be for real and just admit that after a while Ben became like a part of our summer routine in a way, you know. And then it just went dark, you know. And yeah. I also want to stop, pause, and go ahead and put this out here. I do not associate Ben and Sammy together. I just don't. And I say that because I have been sharing some videos that, could be seen as coming at Ben. But I want to be clear that I did that because I don't like his wife. Um, and I don't like her because she has made a choice to not be liked. And it's like certain things that after a while you notice it, and it's like, okay, no, that's not content, that's really just who you are. And just to go back to Ben's live from today, like he did like actually clarify a lot of things and make a lot of things make sense for me. I was able to realize that a lot of the times he was really just doing his content. And I feel like in this particular situation, with the termination of his channel, after understanding and listening to him talk about it in his perspective, it was just a case of his content, not going over well with people that were involved with the content, because once you mention somebody, they become a part of it, content or not. And I feel like that just, it was one of those things where it just kind of went bad. But to get back to it, like I just don't like Sammy, um, and I just don't like her, you know. But yeah, that's it, and that's all. Maybe it's the content version of her, and she's just really good at the content thing. But I just don't like her right now, and yeah, ain't nobody gonna do me nothing. But let me calm down. Let's be nice. All right, back to being commentative and shit. But Lucky was, up there, and she was happy that Ben was back. And then, like, they start calling her out, and that's when I found out that she had done said that, well, tried to put a pedo jacket on Sammy. And y'all, I don't play like that. I don't like when anybody puts a pedo jacket on anybody. Like, I instantly lose respect, period. And to be honest, like, for the longest time, I didn't really care for Miss Cleo, and I'm not saying that to, ignite anything, because, like, I wish everybody the best, you know what I mean? I don't hate nobody, but, I don't like stuff like that. Um, and what I didn't like with Lucky was the folks had to literally make her apologize, and it was just like, that's kind of weird. Shout out to Rose T, who is a supporter of the neighborhood. She has her own channel. She is doing great things. She's always well spoken, always well informed. She keeps the 411. Um, we're gonna go ahead and call her Miss CNN girl, 'cause she gets it all. But anyway, more TMZ. But, like, no, shout out to her for, making sure that she was held accountable as much as possible. But we got to give it to Rich for asking the questions. So I know we all have been paying attention to everything, across the different platforms, more namely Station Head. And we know how that whole thing happened with Lucky and Trees, right? So when Rich asks, why was Lucky, cool with Trees all of a sudden after what happened, like, I think we all agree, like, we would not be able to be cool with somebody and just snap back cool with somebody that went there. You know what I'm saying? And, like, their issue wasn't even really that deep, in my opinion, which is, what I think Rich said too. It was like a minor thing, and, like, she unloaded on her. And now she's just over there resting, and it's just like, it's weird. And so, like, after that, I just determined I don't really care for the Lucky character. Um, but her presentations and slideshows and stuff is really cute, and I'm not being shady. I'm for real. It's very well thought out, and I feel like she'll go far. Um, and yeah, but I just can't do her because she done put a pedo jacket on Sammy, and I don't like the bitch, but I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think in my heart of hearts that Sammy is capable of doing anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Not no pedo shit. She'll pinch. I feel like she will pinch the hell out your baby. But I don't think that she would, go there with pedophilia. So lucky you fucked up for that, and it's even more fucked up that you, as a grown woman, a mother, with kids of your own, had to be told to apologize for making such a deplorable um, claim. That's fucked up. And shout out to everybody, man. Period. Shout out to everybody. Um, and yeah, let's keep pushing this content. Let's get it done. Um, and yeah, man, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. This was actually, I was gonna say it was a short one, but it was kind of lengthy. I don't know. We almost at 10 minutes, but um, I'm going live. I know. I don't know if you guys' algorithm have caught up to the live or whatever, but I have scheduled it for Saturday at 5:50. It is gonna be a roundtable discussion. Um, and we're gonna just kick it. It's not gonna be real heavy. If there is a big thing then that'll just be that. Y'all know how I do. Those of you that has been rocking with me from channel to channel, whatever phase of life I go into, which really be the same shit. It just be different accounts and shit. But anyway, for those that know how my lives go, I want to make sure that we all are there and in the building so we can enjoy it together. And yeah, y'all, let's just have fun like we used to on a good Saturday. I think that's all I have to say. Shout out to all of the new subscribers, y'all. We made it to 70 subscribers, and I'm so excited. So yeah, shout out to us as we grow and go and go. And make sure y'all are telling people to subscribe to the channel. Thank you to the ones of you that already are bringing your folks over. Shout out to Lady Letitia, who allowed me to drop my channel in her chat. I appreciate that. Shout out to Rose T for sharing my stuff. Shout out to We the People for sharing my stuff. Shout out to Stacy B for sharing my stuff. Girl, you need to go live or something. But, shout out to everybody, man. Manifest, I love you, sis. Thank you so much for, engaging with me and, showing love and all that. I love you down. And, yeah, man, we love y'all. I love y'all. And we gonna rock out. We still got a lot of summer left. We gonna rock out, rock out, rock out. And that's all I gotta say. Let's keep the content rolling. Let's stay out of the judicial system. This is for everybody. Let's not call the CPSs. Let's not call the courthouses. Let's not go to the hospital. Let's stay at the funeral home and don't have nobody digging no grave. And that's for everybody. Stay safe. I love y'all. Until the next time on the time after that, make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend that they will be back. I love y'all. Bye, y'all.